guys, I'm here with week 3 in my 2021 Project Life album, and I'm working with the March kits from Kitaholic Kits. I've already done a Project Life spread with this kit, and I used a lot of the bluer, sort of greeny colours from the collection that we had in there, which is mostly the Sunkissed collection from Coco Vanilla. And then I thought I'd do another one that uses mostly the pinks and yellows that we had in the kit. So I am using this bright pink one that has the hearts on it. I'm using the pink and yellow section of this starry one. And that yellow paper is actually an Amy Tangerine one that was also included in the kit. So it's one that's not actually from Sunkissed, but was part of our kit. So this week was Artie's birthday week. So I thought the stars would be fun, just because they seem kind of celebratory. And I'm going to add to that sort of sparkly celebration vibe with these stickers that have got lots of gold glitter on them. They're really shiny and sparkly. I was expecting them to shed a lot of glitter over my desk, and I was like, okay, just prepare yourself. There's going to be glitter everywhere. And they really didn't. I was really surprised. They're really kind of quite tidy stickers considering how shiny and glittery they are. So that was a pleasant surprise. I'm going to use them at various points on the page because I really want this one, like I said, to be really shiny and sparkly and fun, because turning 9 is something that doesn't happen every day, and so you have to make sure that when you record it, it's, it looks special. So that's what I'm doing. Most of my 4x6 pockets have got 2 3x4 cards or photos in them. And I'm just sticking them together. And one of the things I'm actually doing with these larger sort of mini titles, I guess, these stickers, is actually kind of connecting the two sides together. So I'm using washi on the back and then a sticker on the front to join them up inside that pocket, which is just a fun thing you can do if you want to. There's a bunch of stories happening on this page. You can see here I'm working on this one of Artie with a big bow in his hands. His friend Mika wasn't able to come to his birthday party because her family was going away. So they made a time to go and do archery together for his birthday, and they had the best time. And her mum caught this great photo of Artie with his bow taking a shot, which I love. I think it's such a cool photo. The friends who know me now know that when Artie's having adventures with them, they should send pictures if they can, because I like to put them in the scrapbook. So that's really fun. So I've got some die cuts here as well that you can see I'm sort of scattering around the place. These ones came from the die cut pack that comes with the Sunkissed collection, that is part of the Sunkissed collection we got in our kit. There were 2 different sets of die cuts. One was all flowers and the others had other icons, like you can see here, like bunting and fruit and rainbows and things like that. So those are the ones I'm using here. I erred away from flowers just for something different. I also decided, even though I think maybe even in my last video I said that I almost never add much dimension to my Project Life pages, I actually stopped and had to think about that and went, why not? So this time I am putting a bit of cardboard behind the die cuts that I'm adding to my pages just to give them a little bit of lift. Now, I don't want to add heaps because in the end it does have to be part of the album, and if it gets too chunky, it does get quite hard to fit enough into your album, and I tend to just use 2 per year, and I would like to stick to that. But the cardboard that I use is no thicker than your average chipboard embellishment, and I use those without thinking about it. So I was like, well, why don't I pop up some of my die cuts sometimes? So that's what I'm doing here. These die cuts are so colourful and bright and cheerful, and I feel like just letting them pop up off the page a little bit just makes them even more fun. So I'm doing that for this particular layout. So, as soon as you say something about memory keeping, you almost invariably end up going, oh, but why don't I try the opposite or something, and end up liking it. So that's part of the creative process, I think. So I'm grabbing some little phrase stickers off the sticker sheet that we also got in the kit. This kit was just overflowing with beautiful stuff. It was so good. I've made 4 projects now for design team things, and I still have like so much left. It's amazing. So yeah, I'm putting some phrase stickers around the place, just to kind of, I guess, fill in the smaller spaces that needed something. I considered using some of the hearts that are on the that sticker sheet of titles, of the sparkly gold titles, but in the end I thought adding a little bit of variation would be fun too, so I'm using the phrase stickers there. A lot of them are vacation and holiday themed, but not all of them are, so you can make them work. And luckily Artie's birthday is in the school holidays in January, so when I had that picture there of him working on his International Space Station Lego, or displaying it, I could use the one that said like vacay vibes or whatever, because it is a very school holiday thing to do. So even though this isn't necessarily a travel spread, it's still kind of the holidays in that way. I think these really bright colours work really well with my photos because there's, colourful wrapping paper and colourful clothes and things like that. So they do kind of work pretty well together, which is nice. That little label came off the cut apart sheet, the cut apart paper that was in the kit as well. There were, I think, 4 colourful labels on that, and I thought the yellow one would stand out nicely against the pink stars. Because we got puffy titles, we didn't get an alpha with this kit, so I just went into my stash and grabbed these ones. They're pretty old. I'm pretty sure they're from Citrus Twist, if I recognise the font, and that bright kind of hot pink works really well with the other pinks and things that are happening here on this page. So that's really good. It was just a little bit slightly too big to fit, so I actually ended up trimming some of the letters just to make them squish into that spot, and that worked fine. I thought about adding a little die cut to this just to give it something else, but in the end I decided to just use the label and leave it at that. There was a cute one that had like a little glass with a drink in it, but it did kind of read as a cocktail, even though there's no reason that needed to be an alcoholic drink, but to my eye it just kind of looked a bit like a cocktail, so it didn't seem quite right to put on my 9-year-old's sort of spread. But I did really like it, so I'm going to try and find a spot for that on a different project, I think. And yeah, I thought about using the watermelon and things like that, but in the end I quite like the way that looks with just the 3 there. I ended up going back and adding a little tab to that from the sticker sheet as well, just to give it a little something extra, but it's quite plain. And I like that because it makes the starry paper stand out. So that's the spread. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you check out Kitaholic Kits because they have all kinds of awesome stuff there. So you can either subscribe for the kit or you can just buy stuff from the shop that they have too. You don't have to get things in a kit if you don't want to. I will link that below. Make sure you like and subscribe here if you're so inclined, and I'll see you again really soon. Bye.